What's going on, guys? It's Travis here at ASP. We're going to talk a little bit about why in-season training is really a non-negotiable for us here at ASP. There's three main reasons that we feel this way. The first one being is just the reality of the youth sports schedule. The spring sports season goes from the middle of February to the end of May. Summer ball is typically June, July, and August. Then we roll into fall ball, which is going to roll September to the middle of November sometimes. So it doesn't leave us with a really large off season to work with if we're only going to train during the off season. And if we play a second sport, you can just forget about it. You're not really going to have any true off season at all for you to develop. And if your goal is to develop, get better, and play at the highest level that you can, you got to train more than just an 8-week off season that your high school schedule allows for. The athlete that trains year round, even if it's just twice a week, is going to accumulate so many more training sessions and have so many more opportunities to improve their skill, improve their on-field performance by training those 2 times a week than the athlete that trains, just during the off season, the 8-week off season. Even if they train up to 4 times a week, they're not going to accumulate as many sessions as that athlete that trains in a year-round fashion. So that's number one. The second reason that we feel like training is really important is our training residuals. Now, there's a number of trainable qualities, but we're going to break things down into 3 main ones. That's going to be strength, speed, and power. When we explain this to our athletes, we talk about the buckets. So behind me is our bucket. So we have the strength bucket, the power bucket, and then our speed bucket. And you'll notice that the buckets are not all the same size, right? So we have a larger strength bucket, a medium-sized power bucket, and a really small speed bucket. And really what this represents is how quickly these different trainable qualities run dry. So during the off season, we are building these buckets and we're filling them, topping them off with water. So we got our strength all the way maxed out, same with our power, same with our speed. But as soon as we start playing games, these buckets start to get leaks in them. And this is fatigue, this is stress, and this is just us not being able to retain these qualities endlessly. So once these start leaking, what is really important is we need to continuously fill these buckets with water, aka training, during the season. So the strength bucket is going to run dry in about 30 days. Our power bucket is going to run dry in about 15 days. And our speed bucket, plus or minus, is going to run dry in about 5 days. So the implications this has on our in-season training is really we need to hit some sort of strength work at least once a month, or we're going to start to see performance decreases in that. Power, we need to hit about every 2 weeks. And I would argue probably a little bit more than that, or we're going to start to see some detraining in that category. And speed, with only 5 to 7 day residual window, is going to decrease really, really fast. And we need to be training speed a lot more frequently. And speed really breaks down into top end power as well, which is going to be very characteristic of typical spring sports like baseball, like lacrosse, things that have that quick twitch explosive movement with really, really light implements. That's going to be kind of satisfied under that speed quality as well. So unless we want all of our buckets to run dry, we need to continuously be putting water back into them, deposits from training, that's going to allow us to maintain these qualities all the way through the season and all the way through the playoffs. The last reason to continue to train in season is really financial. If you've invested all the time, money, and energy into training during the off season, only to stop it during the in season, I just got done explaining how quickly the strength, the speed, and the power that they develop during the off season is going to start to disappear if they don't continue to train during the season. This is not only going to affect their on-field performance, but it's also going to potentially decrease the resiliency from injury. So if we want our athletes to perform at the highest level that they can, while being as healthy as they possibly can be on the field, we've got to continue to train in season. That's why we believe in it so strongly here at ASP. And if you need some help finding a place to start, you know where to find us.